Hey y'all, welcome to Simply Blossoming Tarot. I'm Gigi and this is my channel. So this is the Divine Masculine healing reading, okay? And I've channeled messages, just straight channeling. I'm trying to, probably should do this before I got on here. Look, the Six of Swords is showing. I channeled some messages for y'all, and I have them written down. But this is all about the healing of the divine masculine energy. All right, that's what we focused on. You know, love could pop up or whatever, but I'm just very much so creating this spread because I see that there's a need for in the masculine community for readings geared toward them and their healing, and everything is divine feminine, so we just gonna pop right into this. And I pulled specific decks for that are more so like healing based, so let's just get into it. Y'all out the gate have the Six of Swords. Oh, I have this energy of like, I was like, I'm gonna let the energy pick the deck. And so y'all picked the Herb Crafter's Tarot, okay, which I don't use on here quite often, but it has a more of a Spanish or Latin background or tradition, so that could be specific as well. It's very herby, it's very earthy, and I think it's funny because I keep connecting that very earthy outside nature energy to masculine energy. Okay, so you guys have the Six of Swords, Six of Air coming out. So this is all about healing. Okay, all about healing. And it's very interesting that the first thing that I wrote down was pen and paper, and this card slid out and it's pen and paper. So my divine masculines could be writing a lot. They could be like expressing, or if you feel like, because again, masculine energy, whether it's gender, specific or not, they have a problem with, or not a problem, they just, being more emotional and just like outright upfront, coming out with their emotions is something that's kind of hard for them to do. It's not as easy as feminine energy. So I feel like there are tools that the divine masculine needs to incorporate to basically help them get through certain things, and pen and paper was the first one. And again, men or just masculine energy, they have this I don't need help vibe, I can handle everything on my own vibe. And so I feel that, and it's so crazy. So I didn't even intend for this to like be a part of the reading, but okay, so divine masculine energy, either they need to really reconnect with earth, or they are connected with the earth. Okay, so I grow rosemary and my bush is like incredible. I'm so proud of it. I grow it year round, right? So this morning I had made some breakfast potatoes, and I like a little rosemary, okay, on it. And so I just love the way, I wish that y'all could smell this or whatever, but rosemary, actually, you can burn like sage, and I actually burn some. It gets rid of negative energy, and it also gets rid of sick energy, okay? But the fact that it's just like kind of sitting here or whatever, because I like to smell it, I'm just a little weird, I really love the smell of rosemary. But anyway, that also may be an indicator that you need to cleanse negativity out of your space, because that's another thing, masculine energy, they don't know how to man their energy to know when something is off, when something doesn't feel right. Again, because it takes being connected to more so like your emotions and feelings to really, dive into that intuitiveness or whatever. So healing is on the forefront, okay? So the downloads I got was pen and paper, sinking, double vision, hierarchy, and then Pavlov's hierarchy of needs, stingy, combative, bird's eye view, naturescapes. Okay, I'm just kind of running it down of what's popping up here, and I just saw 444. So there's a lot that needs to be healed. What I'm picking up is in the foundation of the divine masculine energy, where they come from, childhood, what was implanted in them, So double vision for me, some could be drinking and stuff like that, so needing to probably stop that, or using some sort of tool of escapism, and or they could be having double vision. To me, that's connected. I feel like that's connected to health. Again, I'm not a health practitioner, so I don't know. But syncing and then double vision, it's just this energy of like, it's giving like just own something, whether it's drinking or smoking or whatever. It's like this energy of wanting to kind of sink below the feelings, like, and then tapping into Pavlov's hierarchy of needs. That's the energy of like needing to, on a very basic scale, take care of yourself. Like, they have the different levels of like what you need and what you don't, but like, it's like the basic care is like shelter, food, all of that, right? Hygiene, all of that. So maybe even needing to lean into that. And for example, and me and one of my friends had a conversation about this, and he's a guy, and he was like, men, for some reason, sometimes they don't give a damn about themselves, and it takes like a woman to come in and say, babe, like, you got to take care of this. Like, I care for you. It's like they need to know that somebody cares for them to care for themselves. I don't know. But I feel like that's very clear here, that it's almost as if like rebalancing in life again is what the divine masculine energy is needing to do here. Pen and paper can also be manifesting, just getting like those are tools to help you focus, whether that's writing a to-do list, getting your feelings and emotions out or whatever. It's needing to kind of have a plan is what I'm picking up on. Stingy and combative, bird's eye view, naturescape. So I feel like there could be energy around them that's stingy and combative, and bird's eye view is just kind of like you're needing to kind of pay attention. You're needing to kind of like, or have a higher perspective, okay, of what's going on in the situation. I also feel like there's an energy of running, like sinking away from that, Stingy energy could be like kind of having this, like being kind of territorial, or like that's mine or they're mine, or I have to get mine, or I have to take care of me, you do have to take care of you, but it might be to the sense of where it's coming off very, very like shysty, and naturescapes popped up, meaning just that there's something about masculine energy, and specifically I am speaking with men, and how they connect with nature. It does something for them. So just get back out in nature, okay? So what else came through was like kind of phrases of, I just want to be clear. As if somebody is like, and somebody could be writing something down, almost like not making a script, but they're just like, I just want to be clear. I don't know. It's hard for a masculine energy to kind of like be clear, And I feel like there's an energy of like, they're afraid to say the wrong stuff or whatever, or they're afraid to make a mistake, because did I offend you popped up. Like, did I offend you? Like, if I offended you, it's like communication, is something that this specific masculine energy is very much struggling with. And then if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right, that old school song popped up. That could be a significance to someone's situations. And then I started to get a lot of like Lil Wayne verses, bring it back to the bottom of the map, which is like a rap. That's about Louisiana. Eminem, Lose Yourself came through, and it was like a lot of rap music. And it's very strange because it was like kind of like old rap music. I don't know. A lot of Louisiana, a lot of Lil Wayne lyrics was popping up, And that's funny because in high school, I was a Wayne head. I had unreleased Wayne, okay? I had the Wayne that was coming out. I had everything. And then afford to mess up. Afford to mess up and afraid to mess up. There's like this energy where some masculines feel like, I can't afford to make up. I can't afford to mess up. Like, I can't afford to it's almost as if some of them feel like they can, some of them it might be financially where they feel like they can't afford to do something right now or to show up in the way that they want to. I do feel like some of the energy here is about someone feeling like they've lost themselves, you know, because like, well, the Eminem lyric was like, you have to lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. Can't never let it go. You only get one shot. Don't miss your chance to blow. This opportunity is once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music, right? Some of y'all could be really connected to music as well, or want some sort of career that's connected to music or the industry or something like that. I do, but I feel like lose yourself is an analogy of like someone needs to get out of their way. Someone needs to get out of their way, you know, so they could just like literally, you know how they say you have to lose yourself to find yourself. I think so. Some divine masculines may be going through a dark night of the soul, so you could just be having a spiritual awakening. You could just be tapping into like what spirituality is for you. Life is totally different. The people that you're around, you see through them. You know, your perspective in life has changed and all these things, you know. Now, bring it back to the bottom of the map is giving me kind of like bring it back to the basics. Bring it back. Like if you feel like you lost yourself, bring it back to the basics, you know. And there is something specific to Louisiana. I don't know if somebody is from Louisiana or they have a background, or you Creole like me. I don't know. Something about Louisiana, or Louisiana could be a good place for someone to go. I know I love New Orleans. It is very grounding for me. Like literally bring it back to the bottom of the map. That's where my folks from. So, and that may be a thing of going back to where your folks are from and doing healing in that space, whether you actually go see your folks or you're not or whatever. And for some reason, that's strange. I got oh shoot, that's not okay. I got Victorian houses. What? And then that sounds like a minion. What? Victorian houses. So some of you, it's not like Louisiana. Some of you, it's a space that's known for Victorian houses. And then I heard creme brulee. Creme brulee. I don't know. There's a little Frenchiness going on here. It's like, because creme brulee reminds me of bon ton roulé, which means let the good times roll. I do think that someone may be connected to they're very connected to French culture, because I'm hearing like l'argent. Either French culture or Louisiana, which is very French influenced, but that's more Creole or Cajun, if you know, it's more on the white side. If we going Shia LaBeouf, okay. Yeah, so I don't know, or Louisiana is like is a meaningful place for someone or something. I don't know. So, and you know, I felt like I miss doing those. I used to do those downloads before I would start the readings or whatever. So let's see. Healing message for divine masculine right now. Look, Phoenix rising. That's why I think cycles. It's time to end a lot of these same cycles that they keep going in over and over again. The problem here is that I'm seeing, and look, you have 2-2, and yesterday was 2-2, whatever. I actually saw a license plate yesterday that said 222. Yesterday, Lord have mercy. The cross is giving me like I got my cross to bear. So I feel like divine masculine feel like they have a cross to bear right now, or some of them could actually be trying to get back connected to their faith, which, okay, amen, hallelujah. So, but what I'm seeing is that they keep staying in cycles because they lack faith, or you lack faith. Somebody is lacking faith. Divine masculine energy, they lack faith in like what's ahead of them. So they stay stuck on things that They go through the same loops over and over again is what I'm seeing. And the 6, look again, Phoenix rising in the inner child. And the 6 of Swords again is about moving on, moving forward, you know. And then the feathers here represent Ma'at. The feathers represent truth. The feathers represent feather hearts, your heart being light as a feather. So I really think right now there's a lot that needs to be done when it comes to Divine Masculine Collective in terms of getting the weight off. Like, some of y'all could be losing weight, but getting the emotional burden and weight off of them. They have to stop running from their healing, or you guys, or whatever, right? Sexual arts here is telling me that some of them, and this is like 333, pay attention to signs. Okay. So something for some could be going on sexually, just in terms of like being over sexual, or needing to utilize, there goes the owl, needing to utilize their discernment in terms of their sexual energy, who they're giving it to, who they're allowing, in their life, or being connected to, or whatever. And you know, sexual energy is like, it takes, well, it just depends. But yeah, that you could, Divine Masculines could be dealing with having sex with a lot of people who are energy vampires. They're empty. They're empty. It's like they can't. It's kind of like extreme codependency. They can't think without nobody. They need, you know, this attention. They need all of that. And it's like, and then Divine Masculine worries why they're drained, or why they can't get their finances together, or why, hell, all of the energy that you have to produce in life is being sucked up, you know. Beauty, yeah. Some of my Divine Masculines have, they're very much so attracted to beauty, you know, the aesthetic. But look up here, it's a snake here. So I feel like a lot of Divine Masculines they're being sexually drained. I'm just gonna be straight up honest, okay? It's like beauty that's deceptive, you know. It's temptation here. And even with her, with the compass in her hand, it's like, well, if you're tempted by this energy, this woman, or it gives me like Jezebel spirit, you know, like that. Anyway, it takes someone off course. You see the compass? The compass is in her hand. The compass is in her hand. It's like the snake, the temptation. You see? Wow. Divine Masculine, what do they need to heal? Holy Spirit. Phoenix rising here. Phoenix has been popping out a lot in these readings. But it's needing to like rise from the ashes. I also feel like Spirit is saying folks have to start learning how to find beauty in the hard spots in life. You know, when things aren't peachy keen, when things aren't rainbows and sunshine. That too is beauty, and that too is bringing something out of you. Hole in the soul. Yeah. And I'm going to do one more. Stuff I hole in the soul. Say what you mean. And self-love. Okay. So a lot of my Divine Masculine, oh, this is kind of tough. They have this energy of like feeling like there's a hole in their soul, because some feel that they have not been like a man of their word, or they feel as if maybe that they can't speak up. Like a hole in the soul is like they don't feel enough. Divine Masculine is like this energy does not feel enough to be like, I'm going to show up and communicate. They feel like with the Phoenix rising that they have to go through a certain transformation to be able to even show up. I also think that with beauty and Phoenix rising, they're having a new definition of what beauty is for them. Look at that. Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Divine Masculine. What do they need to surrender at this time? Surrender unhealthy relationships. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing, okay? Some of the divine masculines have had women who are trying to fix them. Surrender the drama, surrender defensiveness, and I feel like that probably wasn't the best, you know? And I did get combative and stingy. Like, I feel like there's women here that are stingy with the divine masculine energy. You know, and it's a lot. But again, see, surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Surrender resentments. Yeah, it's a lot about letting go, you know. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Period. Healing message for the divine masculine collective, Holy Spirit. And I heard two can play that game. Yeah, so there's a bit of conflict around divine masculine energy as well, where it's like, yeah, kind of tit for tat. Two can play that game. It's like, that's petty as hell. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And I feel like that's what they feel. I feel like divine masculine feels like they can't express and tell people what they feel, like this hole in the soul, you know. They feel like they have to go on this phoenix rising journey just all alone by themselves. They can't let nobody know. It's like it's kind of like ego pride. Like they can't let anyone in or know. And then it says boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And again, I feel like this is sexually. Because we just going to keep it a buck. But again, if it's defensive people going back and forth, all these things with boundaries, it's like you need to establish better boundaries with some people. And then it's sitting underneath beauty. Again, I'm saying that for some, it could be sexually. For some, divine masculine energy could have people obsessively thinking about them. You know, this is a woman holding this apple, this red apple. And, you know, the red apple, like in this instant, is like it's poison. So it's like, and again, how the beauty is mixed with the snake. It's like the divine intuition, the divine masculine intuition is all off. It's like they cannot see. I feel like there is like a sexual draining going on. I'm just being very honest. And it says the initiation, rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. And then it says get grounded. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of the divine masculines that I'm speaking to or whatever, just more, again, masculine energy for real men, they're having spiritual awakenings at this moment. Okay. But good thing is that they're going through their phoenix rising, you know, burning down to the ashes, becoming new. It's giving real dark night of the soul. I ain't going. And some of them feel like they want to be a man of their word. They want to just to be able to say what they mean and just, you know, and maybe not come off defensive. Or I feel like there's a masculine here. Every time that they express themselves, it comes off bad or wrong. Like their communication is just not that great. And so they try not to communicate almost, you know. Let's see. Message for the divine masculine. Drink more water. Yeah, because some of them drinking like a fish. And it says, commit to being your best and highest self. Try harder. Do your best. And these are my makeshift cards, you know. Keeping it real hood. No, I'm playing. Heart chakra. Chest area. Green and pink. Okay, some of you, some divine masculine. I didn't even finish this. Oh, and look, automatic writing is here and then it says pen and paper, like I said earlier. Intention to receive messages, write what first comes to mind. I love automatic writing. That's basically what I just did. So you just sit and you can either, if you want to figure out a situation or whatever. Now, it does take a little practice, because you're basically kind of channeling, right? And channeling is not like, oh, I'm hearing voices. No, that if you hear voices, you got to go see a psych. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the words that pop up in your head. Like, you know how like some people have it, but they say some people don't. I have that ability to, like, in your head, it's like a narrator narrating the story of your life, like that, like how you can think to yourself. That's what I'm talking about. It's like having enlightening ideas, right? So if you're good at that, then you can most definitely do this. So you just sit down and you think about whatever it is, whether it's you're healing a situation, whatever, and write down just by words the first things that pop up in your mind. And that's what I did shortly before doing this. And a lot of it is already connecting, right? So even with double vision, I wrote down, and drink more water came out. There are divine masculines here who are drinking, okay? Or whatever they're in, whatever they're doing, there needs to be a detoxifying of the body, and that's what water does. It flushes the system. So you know me, I'm gonna call a thing, all right? But yeah, automatic writing is here. And then after you put the words out, you can your mind can kind of group things together to get more clarity. But I'm getting that there's a divine masculine here where they feel like their chest is heavy, like their heart is heavy, or like they feel like their chest is heavy because their heart is heavy. I don't know. It's just like, you know how they say it's time to face the music? It's just that. It's being shown our shortcomings. Is being shown the things that we're not so proud of. But in order for us to step out into the world or into life as the new, literally, commit to being your best and highest self. To be able to commit to being your best and highest self, you have to know like what your lower self was. And say, you know what, look, hole in the soul. Like, I don't want to be that anymore. Rest. It says, get proper sleep, let your body rest and replenish. Give folks their problems back. Okay, so if y'all, and that's another thing, divine masculines, they love being Captain Save-A-Hose. Okay, if it ain't your problem, let them figure it out. And I'm speaking basically financially, in a sense of, because divine masters be getting used for their money, and they don't, child. They're like, oh, I got this girl on the side or whatever, and whole time you coming out of pocket about $5,000 a month, because you paying for everybody bills, and you screwing this woman, and you got that, and then a baby pop up and all. It's just real messy, It's just real messy. So give folks their problems back. Okay. Oh, but you gotta pay my bills because you gotta no, you're a grown ass woman, you're a grown ass man, And this, like, in this aspect. Now it's different when you have responsibilities, you have kids and all this stuff, but just a grown-ass woman. And here's the thing, like, you can really love someone and provide for them, and that's straight, that's fine, but it's just the energy of like, oh no, wait, hold on, wait, like, keep sending me money because I'm trying to get this. It's like a excuse, It's like, no, go stay at your mama's house. Go stay at your daddy's house. Give folks their problems back. Whatever it is, whatever folks is trying to get you to solve. And because right now, you have to know when it's a season for healing, You can show up and do for others and all of that, but you have to be able to be good first, within yourself. And then heart chakra came out again. I do feel like these divine masculines have a big heart, okay, and it gets played on is kind of what I'm picking up on. And look, nature is here: park, hiking, biking, beach, walks, backyard time, balcony time, needing to get back out there. in nature. Ancestor altar. Your ancestors are trying to get your attention. A white candle, water, and prayers. Positive self-talk. Master the mind. Think loving thoughts and stick to it. A lifestyle change. Cleanse the body, detox the body, diet change. Eat more greens, power foods, workout, mind, body, spirit. And I feel like that's connecting to that Pavlov energy. Okay. And then again, scripting and manifestation is here. Write it down. Watch it become real. Use use creative writing, storytelling to manifest. Write a story of your dreams coming true. Then addiction healing. Overindulging. Overindulging. Get to the root of it all. The root of the problem. Keep your health a priority and focus on balance. Okay. And then, last one. Some of y'all is worrying yourself sick because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Allowing society to run your life. The social media. Get the social, have a social media break. Keeping up and in competition with friends. And that could be women that are friends, men that are friends. It's just like people just, posting their highlight reels, letting others' advice take front seat over your own, and just being in an energy of inauthenticity of like, well, I'm just trying to keep up with everybody else. So, I'll just do what's accepted. And then you have mommy issues here. So there's a lot. There's a lot going on. So let's tap into the emotions here for the divine masculine at this time. And even with boundaries and rest, give people back their problems. And where do you need to establish better boundaries? Because it's like these hands. There's a lot of hands around you. Either they want money, either they want sex. There's something of like, or your energy. I just feel like there's a very vampiric energy around. And then look, desperate is here. Very vampiric. Look, envious, desperate. Very vampiric energy around the divine masculine. Okay. And if you're dealing with someone, I feel like this is you and them. And this is whoever it is on the outside looking in, So I feel like y'all are dealing with a lot of people who feel very inadequate. And this is the thing. Like, I do believe sometimes we attract people that they like mirror our energy in, what we need to work with. Look, afraid. Yeah. And so I think in this energy of like the divine masculine still trying to connect with people, have sex, have a dating life when the healing isn't done. And it's like they're attracting these kind of lower vibe people, So let's see what energy, what are their feelings? What are their feelings at this time? Divine masculine's feelings. Okay, envious in the reverse, comforted upright, frustrated. Oh, and then desperate came out. And relieved. So I am getting that, like, I feel like the divine masculine is looking for comfort. They're looking just like, I don't know. It's almost even like a good night's rest, a home cooked meal. Like, I don't know. It's just being held, being comforted. They just want that right now. They don't want any, I don't feel like and that's what I was picking that up. The divine masculine, I don't feel like they're necessarily dealing with jealous envy energy within them. I think they're dealing with that around. I think they have, though. I think that if the divine masculine has had jealousy problems, very suspicious and possessive, I feel like they're trying to heal that right now. I do, I don't know. It's like they're wanting comfort, but I think they also realize that being in that energy of like jealousy and possessiveness, that's like an uncomfortable energy. Like wherever they're seeking it, it makes it uncomfortable, right? This man is in the car frustrated in a traffic jam. He's like looking at his watch, whatever. I feel like divine masculine, you guys could be just feeling like I'm running out of time. Things aren't moving how I want it to move. There's traffic in my lane. I'm trying to get this off the ground, trying to get this project going. Why is this happening to me? And it's very interesting that he has his hand over his head, because I feel like you guys need to either cover your head more or pay attention to like your crown chakra and your thoughts. Like you need to block your thoughts. Block your thoughts. Protect your thoughts. Protect your mind, right? So if there is, and you do have surrender obsessive thinking, and I don't know, I feel as if that divine masculine is dealing with a energy that is very defensive, jealous, possessive, and they are sending them like almost obsessive energy. Like divine masculine could be having headaches, you know, just feeling off kilter, you know. I feel like a divine masculine also needs to focus on their time management, you know. And I mean, on this card, these people are standing outside their car. They standing outside of their car like, what's taking so long? What's going on? So that you guys can feel very blocked or very just like inconvenienced, or yeah, there is this energy of being inconvenienced by something or someone else outside of you. Whatever this is, they're trying to create a block. That's what I'm really picking up on. And so they're like, rest. Give folks these problems back. Put your boundaries. The Six of Swords is also removing yourself out of turbulent situations. Get in alignment with soul family. People who feel, look, comforted. People who feel like soul family. They're not there for the money. They're not there for whatever it is. They're there from, you know, the goodness and kindness of their heart. And I do feel like desperate, though. I do feel like that's a little bit of divine masculine energy, just in the sense of they may feel frantic or out of control right now or in need because they feel like things are not working in their favor. But what I want to tell you is that sometimes your blessings are delayed because of the people that you have around you, okay? Or the lack of a certain energy or people around you. There's a lot of defensive... There's a lot of, and that's the reason why I'm doing these readings, because I feel like divine masculine energy, they just it's like they don't, the divine feminine has learned like, okay, you got the self-love, you got to get it together. Divine masculine hasn't, and it's because they go off of this ego energy of just like, oh, the money, the clothes, the cars, the hoes, it makes me feel good. They have so many false senses, the bank account, of confidence and things like that, to where they're really depleted. They don't have a good foundation. Their confidence wavers, you know, because it's like, oh, when they're doing good in life, now they're confident they can get anybody that they want and all this stuff. And when it's not that, then they feel horrible about themselves, right? Self-love is what real confidence is. You know, you really, really take care of yourself and know like, man, I'm gonna put boundaries up because this ain't for me, like this. And there are some men who are in this energy. Like, I know men who be like, nah, boundaries up, you getting cut off. Like, they not just letting women or certain even friends and situations just ride off their back and all that stuff. Like, it is some divine masculines who like, nah, bruh, you tripping. Like, I'm not for that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't relate to that. Like, you know. And then you have discover your purpose. Discover your life purpose. Okay. And again, you see how this woman is just sitting here off to the side? I feel like divine masculine have people around them. It's just like they don't know nothing from a can of paint. Like, she need to be up on her grind. She's concerned about watching him do his damn thing. She needs to go figure out her damn thing. Right? And then there's another energy here haunting him. You see that? And it's another woman. So I feel like they have to, and then even on this love here, on this love card, baby, this woman has a voodoo doll, okay, and some green type potion. I feel like divine masculines, and then look, with the divine masculine picture on the wall, y'all got some Helga Jibatakis in y'all energy. And whoever this is, I feel like they drink a lot of wine. There's a wine glass spilt over, preferably red wine. Green could be their favorite color or a significant color or something like that. Green could also mean that they need to heal their heart chakra because something is wrong and off. Trying to see what else. And the doll has a pin in it. It has a pin in it, in the chest. And remember I was talking about earlier about some masculines, I feel like they have a heavy chest. All right now. Message for divine masculine, Holy Spirit, for their healing. Be clear about what you want. What did I say? I just want to be clear. That's what I wrote. I just want to be clear. That's what I channeled. Be clear about what you want. And I have so many clear quartz going on here. Let's see. Some of y'all need to get some clear quartz. Get you a clear quartz and wear it on you. Okay? To get some doggone clarity. Yes, be content with what you already have. Whatever you have right now, be content and get out of this energy of thinking that it's not enough and just all this. Really ground yourself. Be very grateful for everything that God has given you. You already are. Yeah, again, it's the energy of feeling like they're not enough or they can't do this or that. And then I also hear like you already done it. You've already did it. Like, it's like, if you did something in life already, you can do that shit again. You can do it 1,000 times. Like, you know, it's like you already are. Yes, you can. Si se puede. Okay. Slow change. With slow change. It's like nothing overnight. And you do have revealed and proud. I feel like divine masculine, and then surprised. I feel like you are going to surprise a lot of people with whatever it is that you have going on here. I feel like there is some sort of help here because it's like the firefighter got the cat out the tree, you know. And the proud energy is feeling accomplished again, you know, feeling victorious and masterful, excuse me. You know, so I do think that there's some sort of relief coming. Sadness is showing after I said some kind of sadness, rejection. Healing, family, tribe. How teachable are you? Some divine masculines, they had something with their family where they just made them feel like they could not do anything. Like they wasn't smart enough. It's like, how teachable are you? Like, what's taking you so long to grasp this concept? Or, you know, like making them feel stupid or being around someone like that. And again, family, tribe, and soul tribe. There's almost like there's a divine masculine around a tribe of people who are not soul family. And it don't work, you know. Some are dealing with like just afraid of rejection type energy. Some of y'all could be dreaming a lot. Okay. Spirit advice, healing advice. Yeah, the 3 of Swords is here, which is a lot of heartbreak and pain, separation, loss. Excuse me. The Devil here. Oh yeah, and the Madre of Earth. Yeah, it's a very like stuck on the 3D world thing. Sex, money, food even. It's like a lot of that. Oh, the 9 of Water. Yeah, it's like the finer things in life. The riches, all of that. Let's see. The 7 of Wands in reverse is saying no boundaries. It's like, I want what I want. I want to get what I want. I want to overindulge. I want to, you know. And all of that is just not. Yeah, again, the Madre of Earth. It's time for divine masculines to take care of themselves in a sense of mind, body, soul, spirit. Get their true confidence back. Eat right, eat healthy. And then you have the 6 of Water here. And also, there's a loud message about like comforting friends. Friends that, like, okay, first, this is so cute. I love this. I don't know. I'm just getting something like you need to be around people. Okay, and I'm going to say this. People can host stuff and have people over, right? And it's just, the vibe is wrong. I feel like divine masculine needs to get around beautiful camaraderie. Like someone hosts like a little, I don't know, I keep getting an Airbnb, like a little Airbnb, like there might be a little wine or whatever, like cute, like really nice flowers. Just feeling, but I feel like divine masculine has been around this, but it wasn't real or something like that is what I'm getting. And again, whatever this is near water, that lake there. You see? And I had channeled something about a lake house in a twin flame reading. Yeah. Also, spiritual baths. Needing to get into that. I may put something on my Patreon. I don't like to share like all of that over here, and just especially because I know that there's people who watch my channel that they're not here for to be getting healing and all of that stuff, you know. They the ops. Seaweed. Some of y'all could need to eat seaweed or more sea creatures. I heard octopus. Now I want to see. Oh, look at that. The Emperor and the Empress here and the Ten of Pentacles. A lot of you are in this moment in terms of twin flame. You're preparing for your divine feminine. Both of you are preparing. Justice. Yes, it's like, and it's the weed card, the cannabis card, you know. Yeah, and then the Two of Earth is like things are trying to balance out on both sides before the Ace of Earth, before things can become real. So you're not the only one in this energy of trying to figure all this out and healing. You know, your divine feminine is as well. Okay. Or whatever is like whatever is coming ahead of you, because if it's not a divine feminine, whatever is coming ahead of you in which God is trying to get you to synchronize with, whatever that energy is they're preparing themselves for this too as well, whether they know it or not, right? I had to like sit up right quick. Sometimes, bro, I can't stand slouching, but I be slouching sometimes. I had a great aunt who was like a model and everything, and she would always, see, 105. She would pop you in your back if you was slouched all over. And she told me, like, girl, you got big boobs, you better get it together now. You know, oh, look, this is the Rosemary card. She was like, them things will tank you down. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, again, something about a pen. Adopt a story and pass it on. With pen, song, or brush, tell your story. What is remembered lives. Yeah, it's like somebody needs to like tell their story. Oh my gosh. And this is the card of the storyteller. Okay, but this is I'm trying to see what the Quanzetta. Oh, this is the king. It's the King of Swords. The King of Swords and the King of Cups. Yeah. All right, we rocking and rolling. And then the Six of Cups. It's like you need to tell your stories of the past to heal from them. Is really what I'm getting. Six of Cups could be soulmates. It could be things that happened to you in the past. It could be connected to childhood, siblings, family, things and stuff like that. There's a lot of healing that the divine masculine can do in terms of telling their story. I keep getting pen and paper and drawing things out, writing things out, and then also protecting that with boundaries as well. Uh-oh. Some of you might be getting a reading. That's really what she's doing. So she has like a little bit some cards out, and then she has the crystal ball or whatever. So some of you may be stepping into like actually getting you like a set reader that you go to, or someone that has, you know, herb knowledge or spiritual knowledge in terms of cleansing and like kind of just being on like a healing journey, you know. Let's see. What's going on in the mind for the divine masculines at this time, Holy Spirit? Oh, this is funny, y'all. Okay, so this is kind of funny. So they're making a vaginal steam. Okay, yeah. So if you go and you go get like a vaginal steam, they have these things that you sit, and then this blanket you put it over, like over your thighs and legs and stuff. And the herbs here sit underneath the water that's like steaming, right? And it's all covered, and so like, you know, that punani, you know, getting blessed, you know, is high vibrational. So I think this might actually think of like, I don't, well, I mean, it makes sense for a damn man to be thinking about divine cat. I ain't gonna lie. I was so childish. I would say divine poon. Oh my god. Someday I'm gonna grow up, okay? I promise you. But it's giving real root chakra, sacral chakra of like needing to cleanse the sexual organs, the energy of just like maybe a little celibacy, okay? I don't know. I wonder if men can go and do this. Can men get steams like that? That might be a business move if that's, you know, I don't know. But this is for show a vagina steam. Okay. See, yeah. Speak from between your legs. Shout, sing, and scream. Declare your truth loudly and without fear. Okay, so for some of you, I'm not even gonna lie, for some of you, there could be things in terms of like your sexual like traumas, possibly, that like needing to be cleansed from that. I don't want to trigger anybody, but yeah, this is what it is. So it says, a young woman gathers herbs for baños, warm vaginal steam baths. She selects the most vibrant and strong plants to use in the ritual. So all these are perfect. Rose, calendula, even lavender, and oregano. The herb crafter arranges her steaming chair in a beautiful place in the garden near a healthy oregano plant. Soft, warm blankets lie folded nearby. But I really do think that it's like, because this is about the mind, and it says she speaks from between her legs. Okay, I really do think that divine masculine needs to be more aware of who they let in sexually, because this is like the energy of like somebody need, like they, you know, that's all I'm saying. Like it might not, whoever they dealing with, it might not be like, oh, they smell like Bikini Bottom, but it's like energetically, it's like Bikini Bottom. Like they need to get their shit together, you know. Then you have put a new spin on an old tradition, ground your spirituality in practical ways to honor your ancestors, honor the land. Again, some of y'all are thinking about, this is good. I feel like divine masculine is thinking about connecting with more high vibrational poon, okay? And then, okay, and then getting back out in nature. And this is something that takes a little time. It's time consuming, you know, to kind of like fold leaves up and stuff like that, create artwork from nature. It's just like getting reconnected. So I really think like there's a thought, there's an intent for the divine masculine to be like, all right, I need to do a little bit better here. Okay, I need to do a little bit better here. Yeah, this is the Page of Wands and the Two of Wands, which is like you guys are trying to stop making decisions that you have made in the past. Okay, moving forward, what's coming in for the divine masculine? Holy Spirit. Oh yeah. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. Favorite cards. Okay. This is marigolds. Marigolds are connected to the more Latina type ancestral altars and the Day of the Dead and all of that. So that actually could be significant in terms of, you know, the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Fire. This is having an ending with this energy. Like feeling like you got beat up in the past, or this is a past lover, you done been through hell and back or whatever. And like even this energy could be like significant because it really just depends on who's who, what's what, right? But there's like finally And then you have the butterfly here, which is like transition. And then you have the Madre of Earth, which is the Queen of Swords, which is like being more discerning, you know. Yes, being very clear. I see you communicating better, being more discerning. And then also with the Temperance and the Five of Wands, this is like tempering any type of mental conflict that you have inside of yourself. I see you getting very mentally clear. And then also this could also be outside situations, like dealing with dramas, like you're tempering things. Chameleon. All right. What don't they see? What doesn't Divine Masculine see at this time, Holy Spirit? The Five of Air. Y'all, manipulation. A white sage. Going on, get your sage. Going on, cleanse your home. Okay. What are they not seeing right now? What is Divine Masculine not seeing right now? The Wheel of Fortune. Yes, very clear. There's energies around you that are trying to block, stop, or manipulate you out of your Wheel of Fortune turning. And I just saw 555. Okay. The Three of Fire, the Three of Wands in the reverse. This is all about the future. Someone is trying to like block their, whatever it is that is going to possibly have you open up yourself to go in a positive direction in the future. Somebody is trying to like, they don't want that. And then you have the Ten of Swords, which is like a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. It's like they want, somebody would want the Divine Masculine to be hurting. And let me say, Divine Masculines can be assholes and stuff like that. The Hanged One. This is the Hangman. There's an energy. What you're not seeing is that something is trying to keep you stuck. The Hermit, trying to keep you in hermit mode, trying to keep you secluded. Then you have the Devil and the Adelitha of Fire and the Magician. Yes, so some of y'all do have like negative energy, people with negative intentions. Okay. Yeah, and the Star card is about faith, having hope. The Magician is here, and then like the Three of Swords. It's like someone is just trying to keep y'all from y'all healing. You know, and that's what it is. The Devil card. The Tower. Yeah, no. And the Hierophant. Yeah, this could be somebody that you had a marriage with, a major commitment with. They feel like you toe down everything. The Tower, the Hierophant, the Two of Earth. That you were always indecisive or juggling. But with the Strength card, or like, yeah, like they may say like you wasn't strong enough for me, or you and then again, garlic is something that is very protective. Somebody could have Leo in their chart, the Chariot, and then the Lovers. Yeah, no, somebody is very mad of like you mustered up the strength to move forward. And then you have the Lovers here, which is Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, you know, coming together. Seven of Swords, man. It's all here. Madre of Fire. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Justice. This is Libra. Again, this could be some sort of major commitment or contract. The Nine of Swords. Being just very in their head. Being unclear, ungrounded. The Fool. You know, just acting like a fool. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. And the Hydra of Air. Ooh, very much spying energy too. So that's what y'all need to know. And what's the outcome here, Holy Spirit? The Six of Pentacles, that you're getting back, and you're getting back grounded. Oh God, thank you. The Eight of Fire. Y'all eat a lot of ginger. Keep it around you. And pine. I love the smell of a Christmas tree. Keep pine and ginger around you. Rosemary around you. You know, sage, all of that. You have raspberry, the Three of Pentacles. You're moving forward and you're building up. And I feel like, again, there's something like, you know how you collect berries? It's something like keep working, keep collecting. The Four of, and I feel like that's coins. The Four of Wands. Some of y'all will be buying a home soon. Or stepping into a committed relationship. The Seven of Water. Or some of you will have a lot of options when it comes to stepping into a relationship. You have the High Priestess. Or there's like a relationship where there's a lot of feelings. High Priestess is very intuitive energy as well. The World. It's like in the Ace of Pentacles. Man, y'all, look. Get out this energy of being like down in the dumps, afraid. And even though I'm telling you that somebody, look, people can have this energy of wanting to block you from your blessings. They could be damn anybody. Family, friends, a homeboy who feel like you doing better than them or whatever. People don't know. People just, folks have that energy. But what I'm saying is, even though I'm telling you that somebody is doing that, you know, and in terms of like trying to manipulate energy and stuff like that, do not be afraid, okay? Because God got you, and clearly we done already ran down things moving forward. But that's why with this frustrated, you feel like it's traffic in your lane. You got to get these envious. These are like nice, nasty people. So you may still have a connection to them. You may still contact them or whatever, and that's how you're keeping the thread of energy up to whatever that is. Learn how to cut people off and don't feel bad about it. That's that. Of course, I'm an Aquarius, so I don't have no problem with that. Learn how to cut people off, because all they doing is draining. Okay, all they doing is draining folks' energy. And let me tell you something. I know that divine masculines aren't perfect. Oh, look, that was the Ace of Fire. Divine masculines aren't perfect. Nobody is perfect. Okay, so I don't believe that people deserve to be getting like, you know, low vibrational energy put on them and all of this stuff. Like, bro, it's life. Things go in our favor and things don't go in our favor. You know, that is just what it is. Ain't no point to be doing all of that. With the Ace of Wands, I see a new start coming as well. Something very passionate. And with the Adalita of Water, it starts off kind of small. So it says, protect your heartwood, but let your love blossom. Yeah, this is like taking the first step to letting your love blossom. Something sparks here. Strong boundaries create healthy relationships. Give your whole heart to your cause. This is also saying, like, if there's a spark here, it's almost as if like protecting that. Protecting, having strong boundaries to keep your relationships healthy. Keep people out of your relationships, okay? Your boundaries are sacred. Grow a small cactus in the windowsill pot to remind you. Yes. And that's one thing that I love about cactus. It's like they can be very nourishing and they can like quench your thirst, right? But also they're prickly. Like they're very beautiful. They grow very tall and like wild. They grow anywhere. They can almost like withstand any type of conditions. I see them in Texas. I've seen them in Cali. I've seen them like in many different places, or just like off to the side of some restaurant, like cactuses just growing, you know, or on some back street, you know. So it's just kind of like have that mentality of like, you might be the cactus right now where stuff may be like kind of a little deserty or just kind of like, shit ain't that great, you know. It may be feeling a little dry, but you can still make it in those conditions. It's almost like the rose that grew out the concrete, right? And God can make a way with anybody, anything, right? But also it's this energy of cactuses are very beautiful, but they can defend themselves. They have boundaries. Like you just can't walk up on no cactus and be like, oh, I'm gonna stick my hand. You're gonna have so many, like, I feel like Spirit is saying you have to initiate boundaries right now. You have to put out them cat claws right now. You have to put out you got to be the cactus, you know, and let people know, goddamn, back the hell up. And that's how you protect your, Seven of Earth, Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of, moving away from whatever it is you have already invested in. Because whatever that is, it's like I tell people all the time, having history is not good. sometimes having history is what fuels people's vengeance for you. And again, people ain't perfect. So why are you going to go and do all this stuff to other folks when you not perfect? Okay. Those are people who expect perfection and want people to be perfect and want to live in their picture perfect world, all this stuff. People ain't, we humans, dog. Goddamn. That's it. People do, they struggle with sexual traumas, meaning being over sexual, being under sexual. People have certain things that they do in life where it stems from childhood. Okay. Where it stems from childhood, and they're operating from spaces where it's kind of like out of control. But people think like, oh, you being an asshole, you cheated on me, you fucked her, you do all this stuff. When whole time, if they sat down and told you I was sexually this, or I have sexual trauma this, now you feel like an asshole. Now you understand why they're doing the things that you want to do. And that's the thing about masculine energy. Masculine energy is not going to sit down and tell you, yo, I was fondled, molested, I was this, my upbringing was not, I never shared this with you, which is why you have to make sure that when you are opening yourself up to relationships, that you can have that, because you can explain to them, this is why I'm acting like this, is why I'm behaving like this, you know. So like JG said, you have to reveal it to heal it. If you don't feel safe enough to reveal it, you don't need to be letting nobody close to your heart like that. You know, because then they're going to be like, oh, they operating like an asshole and they're being this and that and they can't commit to me and they can't, Folks got issues. Folks have childhood issues, inner child issues. People have their own stuff. We're humans. Some people have seen things, ungodly things, have witnessed things they don't tell nobody about. And then you have people doing stuff like trying to do black magic on them or voodoo or whatever because, oh, they didn't want to be in a relationship with me. Well, a lot of tendencies and actions that people take with, like, they want to be comfort, they want to be in a relationship, but they can't show up because, like, they past screwed them up. And they have to heal that. But they don't know. They don't have the tools. They don't know, you know. So anyway, that's what I got for the masculine. And this is why I'm doing these readings. And the reason why it was so heavy and so much and a lot is because this is the first one. Okay. Sending y'all love and light. Peace.